Brothers and sisters, we know many of our brothers going for Hajj. A great Islamic duty is waiting for us, those who are going for Hajj. And those who are here, other part of the world, rest of us, we are preparing ourselves for the Qurbani Eid is coming. We know we'll be buying clothes for our children, our family. We'll be slaughtering. Qurbani is big ni'mah, big opportunity of ibadah. Dhul Hajj month, there are a lot of ibadah. We'll be talking about this, inshallah, next Jumu'ah, bi'idhnillah. Just to remind us that if we don't prepare for Qurbani from now on, so Qurbani will not reach to the right people on right time. That's why you need to be giving your Qurbani money to through many Islamic organizations, charity organizations, many of the masajid, and sending yourself directly to your poor community people, you know. And we should know how much the reward of Qurbani is. In a hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Ma amila ibn Adam yawm al-nahr amalan ahabba ila Allah azza wa jal min hiraqati damin wa innahu la ya'ti yawm al-qiyamati bi quruniha wa adlafiha wa ash'ariha wa inna ad-dama la yaqa'u min Allah azza wa jal bi makanin qabla an yaqa' ala al-ardi fatibu biha nafsa." The son of Adam does not do any deed on the day of sacrifice, day of Qurbani, that it is dearer to Allah than shedding blood, slaughtering the animals for the sake of Allah. It will come on the day of resurrection with its horns and cloven hoofs and hair. Its blood is accepted by Allah before it reaches the ground. So be content when you do it. What is the significance of the Qurbani? Sahaba asked one day, "Ya Rasulullah, ma hadhihi al-adahi?" قال سنة أبيكم إبراهيم. قالوا فما لنا فيها يا رسول الله؟ قال بكل شعرة حسنة. قالوا فالصوف يا رسول الله؟ قال بكل شعرة من الصوف حسنة. The companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked one day, "O Messenger of Allah, what are these sacrifices? How it is started? Why it is? What is the significance?" He said, "The sunnah of your father Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, who was commanded by Allah to slaughter his own son Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, and then later on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted this goodwill and given replaced with a sheep. Then from there, this is the sunnah for all generations, for all prophets throughout the history, and it will continue until the day of Qiyamah." They said, "So what is therefore for us in them? What is the reward we are getting, Ya Rasulullah?" He said, "For every hair, one merit." Then they said, "What about wool, Ya Rasulullah?" He said, "For every hair of wool, one merit, one reward." You can imagine what is the number of the hair in the body of the goat or a sheep or a cow or a camel. That huge amount of reward is coming to our scale. And once we give it to the very needy people, then reward could be much more high. Of course, we also recommend always to give one Qurbani here with your family to enjoy and to distribute to others. This is a sunnah we need to practice here as well. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala given us ability to send to those refugees, those who the poor people not getting meat, 1 kilo meat to buy in whole year sometimes, to give it to them. That we do both here and sending to the needy people. So you take some sort of preparation for that from now on, so you are not late to make sure that it is reaching on time. While we are preparing Hajj and Qurbani, we are very shocked. We are horrified by seeing all these scenes. Okay? All of us are horrified by the shocking scenes of young refugee children being washed up on the shores of Turkey. 2-3 years young boy. What happened to his parents? What are the feeling of the parents when they're drowning with their baby? They're drowning. It's not a couple of people or a few hundreds. It seems thousands of people are in risk. Hundreds died. This boat, refugee people, starting from Burma, the Mediterranean, the Libyan and others, and now this influx of Syrian refugees, Muslim, who is taking the responsibility? First of all, as a Muslim, you should know if they are following any other faith, the world could be different for them. Where is the humanity? First of all, start with us. What we have done as a part of the Ummah, Muslim government, Muslim countries, what they offer to them. What others are doing. We remind ourselves the duty towards each other, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in many of the Quranic ayats, in many of the hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam reminded us. He said, whoever, a Muslim is a brother of another Muslim. He neither wrongs him nor does hand him over to one who does him wrong. If anyone fulfills his brother's needs, Allah will fulfill his needs. If one relieves a Muslim of his troubles, Allah will relieve his troubles on the day of resurrection. And if anyone covers up a Muslim his sins, his mistakes, Allah will cover him up on the resurrection day. In another hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he who removes from a believer one of his difficulties of this world, Allah will remove one of his troubles on the day of resurrection. And he who finds relief for a hard-pressed person, Allah will make things easy for him on the day of resurrection. He who covers up the faults and sins of a Muslim, Allah will cover up his faults and sins in this world and in the hereafter. Allah supports his slave as long as the slave is supportive of his brother. In another hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "مثل المؤمنين في توادهم وتراحمهم وتعاطفهم مثل الجسد إذا اشتكى منه عضو تداعى له سائر الجسد بالسهر والحمى." The believers in their mutual kindness, compassion, and sympathy are just like one body. When one of the limbs suffers, the whole body responds to it with wakefulness and fever. If there is a injury in your one finger, it is swollen up, it is painful, it is infectious. How will sleep? Whole body, all organs will be showing its sympathy in wakefulness and fever. That is the ummah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is talking about. To be kind, to show your mercy to others. How we enjoy our beautiful food, wear these beautiful clothes, only have no sympathy to the suffering people. Again, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man la yarhamin nas, la yarhamuhullah." He who is not merciful to the people, Allah will be not merciful to him. Irhamu man fil ard, yarhamukum man fis sama. Show your mercy on those who are in this planet, in this earth, on this earth. Then the one who is in heaven, he will show his mercy upon you. So brothers and sisters, we need to understand this big task and responsibility upon us when humanity is suffering. What we have done. You can say what we can do. We have to do something. Individually, in family life, as a ummah, as a community. We need to come together. We need to pressurize our government. All world powers have duty and obligation because they are the player of the world. In the Middle East, all these, they are heavily involved. Why they are not concerned about all these issues? We need to do our best, ourselves. When they are arriving here, we need to do something. We need to give them, these refugees, the food, the clothes, shelter, medicine. At the moment, they are coming 3,000 every day, almost generally 3,000 in average every day to Macedonia to come to Europe, crossing the sea. Many of them is drowning, dying, still desperate because they are victim of all this atrocity from all corners in their own place. So the way the world is ignoring them, this young baby cause wake up call to many. Some people are coming forward, but still we can lobby to our MPs, to our parliamentarians, to our politicians. We are not happy the way it is responded. It must be accepted by all countries, bigger number of the refugees. We can call to the Muslim countries. The neighboring countries, only Turkey and Lebanon has taken a good number of refugees. What about the other Muslim Gulf countries, Arab countries, other Muslim countries? And again, in this country, as a citizen of this country, we can demand to our government to take bigger portion of them. And we should offer ourselves that we are ready to sacrifice one of our bedrooms for them. A small number could come. We are ready with the clothes to provide to them, with the money, with the food. I'm sure, inshallah, there will be some kind of more movement in few days by Muslim organizations, by meeting and gathering, by some kind of charity appeals. Please respond very generously. Please. In the day of judgment, we'll be standing in front of Allah. One of the hadith, in the hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, in hadith al-Qudsi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, يوم القيامة يا ابن آدم مرضت فلم تعودني قال يا رب كيف أعودك وأنت رب العالمين قال أما علمت أن عبدي فلانا مرض فلم تعوده أما علمت أنك لو عدته لوجدتني عنده يا ابن آدم استطعمتك فلم تطعمني قال يا رب وكيف أطعمك وأنت رب العالمين قال أما علمت أنه استطعمك عبدي فلان فلم تطعمه أما علمت أنك لو أطعمته لوجدت ذلك عندي يا ابن آدم استقيتك فلم تسقني قال يا رب كيف أسقيك وأنت رب العالمين قال استسقاك عبدي فلان فلم تسقه أما إنك لو سقيته لوجدت ذلك عندي. O son of Adam, I fell ill and you visited me not. He will say, O Lord, and how should I visit you when you are the Lord of the worlds? He will say, did you not know that my servant so-and-so had fallen ill and you visited him not? Did you not know that that had you visited him, you should have found me with him? O son of Adam, I asked you for food and you feed me not. He will say, O Lord, and how should I feed you when you are the Lord of the worlds? He will say, did you not know that my servant so-and-so asked you for food and you fed him not? Did you not know that had you fed him, you would surely have found that with me? O son of Adam, I asked you to give me to drink and you gave me not to drink. He will say, O Lord, how should I give you drink when you are the Lord of the worlds? He will say, my servant so-and-so asked you to give him drink, and you give him no drink. Had you given him to drink, you would have surely found that with me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so kind, so merciful. He is making as if we are serving the needy people, as you are serving Allah, while He is above the service of us. He is relating to Himself. So important for Muslim to do charity, to give charity, to rescue people of suffering. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعني وإياكم بما فيه من الآيات والذكر الحكيم وأقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه وأتوبوا إليه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.